Oh, that car! Oh no!
Oh no!
What the fuck is wrong with us?
I don't know. I think I'm just mentally stupid.
Those guys are in the middle of the road!
Now talking is a former student of the Diller Area Career Center. He graduated with a 0.1 GPA. All of his classes, but he turned his life around when he saved me from a burning fire. It was probably an excuse so he can graduate without having to restart for another 6-year session of school. But now he has taken a new lifestyle, and now he is currently going to be. Next is we got Tommy James Clark.
Hey, my name is Tommy James Clark. Let me smoke my cigarette. Man, that's some good fucking weed. Alright, well, hey, my name's Tommy. I work at a shop. I recently started my ghetto shop back in 2016, but really didn't boost up until 2020. What really happened was during the fact that I actually got arrested. I got sent to juvie for 6 years, but let me explain that story. So I used to drive a piece of shit truck, and so I cop came over and he asked me if I could if they had a switchboard, and I said no. Well, what really happened after that was yeah. Oh, yeah, question. What was your question? Yes. I made t-shirts. My t-shirts are very nice. I charge $25 a t-shirt. That's a good question in the stands. Yes, you're on the right. Oh, yeah, that's a good question. To order my t-shirts, you can go on TommyJamesClark.com, or you can go on www.tommysghettoshop.com. If you use the promo code TommyJamesClark, the first set you put on the you'll get a free shirt. That's all you do. Going up.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another live stream. Rough Rider Show. Gage here. How's everybody doing? How the heck are you? Getting ready for Starlink launch. It's just a typical SpaceX mission, as always. Appreciate everybody tuning in today. So basically, the whole point of this is not really gonna be like I'm not really gonna like commentary on this. Basically, this is just me. You can watch the stream with me with all of my screens here because I have my own little mission control here, I guess, that I do. Because that's what I like to do best around here. Why do I do that on Facebook? I don't know. Who cares? Why not? The question is why not? So anyway, we got a lot of selected feeds here to show you. Right now, this feed you're looking at is straight from SpaceX Mission Control. This is the Mission Control screen, and we will put on the official live stream once that begins. That should begin probably shortly. There we go. Make me a little bigger. But that'll be a little bigger. So right now I got Mission Control audio feeding through the, well, wait a second. There we go. Yes. So I got Mission Control audio being fed right now into you guys' ears, and the go for propellant load should be happening any second now, and they're going to start loading fuel into the Falcon 9 rocket. For those of you who are not familiar with Falcon 9, it is a SpaceX rocket. It launches things into orbit. There. That's all you got to know. So anyway. So we're here to just hang out, chat, talk about SpaceX, and you can watch me in all of my screens and my reaction because I love to overreact over launches. Dawn in Facebook. Thank you, Dawn. Yeah, my birthday was great. Appreciate everybody. Yeah, yesterday I turned 22 years old. Yesterday was my birthday, so thank you to everybody who wished me a happy birthday. Much, much, much appreciated. So, yep, another orbit around the sun complete for me. Special shout out to Tori Bruno from ULA, which is another rocket company. They're sending me out some gifts for my birthday, so pretty cool. So anyway, today's mission is launching 48 Starlink launches, or blah, blah, blah. This mission is launching 48 Starlink satellites. It's SpaceX's internet constellation designed to bring internet to those who have never had internet before or to those who it's never been available to in the past. Also, there's a ride share on this mission, BlackSky. I don't know if you guys heard. BlackSky is a rideshare customer on this mission, so this will also be being deployed on that. Today's T0 time is 6:12 p.m. Eastern Eastern Standard Time. It's not daylight time anymore. Eastern Standard Time is our T0, so we are approximately T-minus 33 minutes and 18 seconds and counting until launch. In the meantime, we're looking around here. We got all of our selected feeds here. As a matter of fact, I'm going to do this on the fly. So we'll take a brief look at the Falcon 9 here that is currently sitting on the pad. And if this works, there you go. That is a view of Falcon 9 live on the pad, courtesy of Spaceflight Now. This camera is from Spaceflight Now. Here, let me move me below the... There we go. Or I'll move me down here. This camera is from Spaceflight Now, so check them out on YouTube. Link in the description. Full credit goes to them. This is not my camera. This is Spaceflight Now's camera. So that is the rocket. This is the Falcon 9. As you can see, you see the first stage? You notice how it's like all dirty and this is all white and stuff? That's because SpaceX reuses things, unlike throwing things away. This first stage right here, from here on down here, is reusable. It's going on its 9th flight today. This booster has launched 9 other missions. GPS mission, Turksat 5A, Transporter 2, and 5 other Starlink missions. And this one's launching again for the 9th time, which is freaking crazy. Like, Elon, you're nuts. So you can see the clock right there, T-minus 31 minutes and 55 seconds and counting until launch. This video is courtesy of Spaceflight Now, but I don't want to show it for long because, again, I want you to check out their channel, not my channel. So anyway, we'll go back to Mission Control here. And then once the official SpaceX live stream starts, I will go ahead and show you guys that. And we will be good to go. But in the meantime, I have the... Feel free to jump in and answer any questions. Let's see. In the background, you can hear NASA Spaceflight. I got all my screens here, as you've seen on my previous missions. Feel free to rewatch my Crew 3 coverage. This is going to be a 1-hour coast phase. This is going to be a pretty long mission. Because the satellites aren't going to deploy till about like an hour and 15 minutes after launch. Something like that. I can't remember. So anyway, we got ourselves a mission today. So this is the live stream right here that I'm going to show you guys. This is it right here. I guess I can move me back up here. So right now, SpaceX doesn't go live till like 15 minutes prior to launch. So this is where you guys will see the live stream, and then we will show it to you as time allows. So anyways, we got lots of cameras to show you today. We got blurry cam, mission control cam, I like to call it. It's called blurry cam because, you know, it's blurry. I mean, look at it. It's blurry. So you can see all of our screens around here. I think, yeah, that's the only camera I have hooked up. So I got that camera, and then obviously you got me, face cam. Hello, you want to see my face? I don't think you want to really see my face. You rather see the rocket. Well, rocket's coming soon, my friends. That's this right here. So whenever the SpaceX live stream begins, we will go ahead and show you guys that. But in the meantime, this is mission control audio feed. That video feed I showed you earlier was from Spaceflight Now, so check them out on YouTube. I don't want to leave it up on the screen because, again, it's not my footage. It's Spaceflight Now's footage. So go ahead and subscribe to them, watch that, and we will be in control shortly. In the meantime, I'm going to leave you here with an image of mission control here, and you can just watch me get all my screens ready to go. And let me know if you guys got any questions. In the meantime, we'll be sticking around, having fun. You can listen to all my screens. If you don't like listening to a bunch of live streams at once, go ahead and watch SpaceX or watch NASA Spaceflight or Spaceflight Now. They got pretty good coverage compared to me. So watch them unless you want to see a bunch of screens. I don't know. So how's everybody doing? It's Thursday, December 2nd. Only 2 days into December. Lots of things. It's going to be a busy month for launches. We got Starlink today, and then we got the XP5 whatever mission SpaceX is going to launch. Then we got a Dragon mission, a cargo Dragon mission, and what else? You got a ULA mission, STP. ULA is going to be launching something early Sunday morning, so we'll be live for that. Who else? I don't know. We got lots of launches to cover. So to close out 2021, we got lots of launches to cover. So anyway, oh, Ron, thank you. Yeah, Ron on Facebook. We're also streaming live on Facebook as well. Thank you, Ron. Appreciate the birthday. Yeah. Yeah, yesterday was my 22nd birthday, so I'm 22 years old. So thank you to everybody who wished me a happy birthday. Very much appreciated. The love and support. You know, you guys should have saw. I got a photo of a space shuttle cake. As a matter of fact, let me see if I can show you. I'm going to show you guys. Hang on, let's see here.
What are the 30 trees around the launch site for?
Okay, I sent it to the wrong Mac. I'm airdropping it because it's on my phone. Okay. All right. Okay. Here we go. Let me show you guys. Okay. This right here was my birthday cake. It's a space shuttle, and it says "Happy Birthday to our space nerd." And I know right off the bat, a lot of people are probably like, "What is that? Is that the Braun?" Yes, it looks like the Braun, doesn't it? Because the Braun has like 2 engines. And the RS-25s were like right here. But either way, it was pretty cool. Like Giant Eagle made that. Like that just shows you, grocery stores can make that. So it's kind of cool. So anyway, that was my little cake that I got for my birthday. It's pretty cool. All right.
From Swampy New in chat here. Is this a return to the launch site?
All right, everybody. Well, keep tuning in. I'm going to leave you guys with screen 2. Have blurry cam, and this is our little mission control stream. I got mission control audio currently popped up, so you guys will hear anything if anything happens. Go from there.
Hopefully successful liftoff. The booster will land a shortfall of gravitas.
So yeah. We're here for another mission. Starlink mission coming up 25 minutes from now. So stay tuned.
We saw that a view of that the port that it will be coming into over on our fleet cam, which is live 24/7.
Sometimes it shows pelicans.
Yeah, right. Very close up pelicans. We had a we had a pelican star. Is it yesterday? Goodness.
Yeah, it was yesterday.
Yeah. Sorry, time is melting away from here. Moldy Space Industries with $5 super chat. I think people who count Microsoft Windows versions count the Starlink missions too. 7, 8, 10, 11. Space Industries with $5 super chat. I like it. Count Microsoft Windows versions count the Starlink missions too. From Robert Van Rees, this is a great question. So we're talking about those BlackSky satellites. Who/what are BlackSky Global?
Oh yes, so they're a company. They're an Earth observation constellation company and satellite manufacturer. So BlackSky Global is the name of the company and the name of the payloads that are on as well. So basically, BlackSky Global is they operate a fleet of Earth observation satellites. So if you have seen um, if you have seen images of Earth's surface that got turned around really quickly, like this is from a few hours ago or this is from yesterday, it was either from Maxar or Black Sky
Yep,
Global.
I'm super chatting. The NASA space flight is typical.
That up there, but yeah, that's what they are. They're an Earth observation satellite. It was either from Maxar or.
By the way, I believe we can see some venting on the Falcon 9
Yep.
at this point.
So fueling has begun for Falcon 9.
Indeed.
Rocket is currently venting.
Shortly on the T-minus 20-minute vent. Coming up here in just a few minutes. But yes,
SpaceX live stream will begin shortly, so we'll show you guys this your live stream.
All is going well with propellant load. That propellant load began at the T-minus 35-minute mark with RP1 kerosene and densified liquid oxygen both flowing into stage 1 and RP1 kerosene flowing into stage 2. So the first stage is loaded together simultaneously with both of its commodities. The second stage has RP1 kerosene loaded first. That's underway right now and will wrap up at about the T-minus 22 and a half.
All right. We'll get you another live look here at the rocket.
We will have the big vent, which is the
So again, this
in preparation for
footage right here is courtesy of Spaceflight Now.
So those are some of the visual milestones we'll see.
So I'll remove my little thingy here. It's T-minus 22 minutes to launch. As you can see right here, the rocket is starting to get a little venti. That means they're fueling the rocket.
I want to make sure we get to or keep that all covered before.
So the reason why I'm not going to keep showing you that is because that is not my footage. That is Spaceflight Now's footage. So check them out on YouTube if you want to watch a live footage. But in the meantime, I will have the Starlink live stream right here, which is coming up here very shortly. So we're going to go ahead and wait for that.
My bird cam. Also, what's more cheaper and efficient for BlackSky? Roger with F9 or a dedicated rocket launch?
Ooh, a very good question. That unfortunately, until BlackSky Global or SpaceX chooses to disclose what they charge per kilogram for the rideshare, we actually don't have enough information to answer that. Because we know how much a dedicated flight
They're answering my question on NASA space.
cost, roughly in the $6 million range. But without knowing what SpaceX charges in the per kilogram for this particular rideshare, hard to know cost, roughly in the $6 million range. It's a great question.
Peter Ross with a $10 Australian super chat. Thank you very much, Peter. And then Tarek S. saying, can't F9s be launched more often with lower payload capacity of Starlink V2s if Raptor 2s are not ready to power the Starships are not ready to roll?
Oh, I get. Okay, yeah. Okay, I got this. This is in relation to Elon's email over Thanksgiving about the Raptor production problems. Could you just shift the Starlinks over to the Falcon 9s? Well, I think a couple things for that. One, as long as they would fit inside the payload fairing, yes, that could totally happen. I mean, from a sheer technical perspective, yeah, as long as they fit inside the payload fairing, they could be moved over. The issue sort of becomes the cost of the it sort of becomes the economics of the cost here because Starship's cost mission for $1.2 million all in. So they're significantly cheaper. SpaceX is thinking the Falcon 9s, and you can put more in them. So from an economic standpoint, that might be where the stickiness of, well, yeah, you could just move them, but it would take you, I mean, it would take you like 7 or 8 or maybe even 9 Falcon 9 missions to do, and there's a T-minus 20-minute event, yeah, to do Starship. And I mean, you still have to have a new second stage every single time. You still have to pay for the talent. You still have to pay the KPP. You still have to pay everybody. So yeah, economics start to become interesting if the problems with Raptor are as bad as Elon says. Which right now we have to take him at that value that things are really really bad. And T-minus 20 minutes back.
As you can see, this is totally normal. This is the T-minus 20 vent for Falcon 9. This basically indicates that fuel loading is underway, so totally normal for the rocket. But again, this video footage is courtesy of Spaceflight Now. Please check them out on YouTube. Spaceflight Now is this footage right here. Meantime, I'm going to leave you back with Mission Control screen here, and the SpaceX live stream will go live here very shortly. We're currently T-minus 18 minutes until launch. So anyways, appreciate everybody tuning us in today. Get ready for Starlink, another SpaceX launch. Let's see. We'll go over to views of the rocket again. But again, I'm going to show you this footage right here is from Spaceflight Now. This is their YouTube channel. So check this out right here. That is from Spaceflight Now. So the rocket is currently venting at T-minus 18 minutes and counting. Well, they're there. Their clock's right there. Just gotta move my face down. But anyhow, getting ready for the launch. But again, Spaceflight Now is the provider for this live feed right here.
Let me rephrase that. They'll probably stay at the landing zone overnight and depart in the morning after they.
So, meanwhile, I'm leaving you another view of Mission Control. By the way, what you're looking at here is it's not real, obviously. It's like a image map of pad 40. Right here is pad 40 where Falcon 9 is sitting. I believe, I can't remember, it's either this way or this way, ULA. ULA will be launching their Atlas V rocket. It's up here. This pad right here is pad 41. ULA will be launching their mission on Sunday off of this pad. So SpaceX's pad is just right down the road from ULA's pad. So, and then 39A, SpaceX's other Falcon 9 pad is like out of frame here. It's like up here. But that's where like Dragon, all the astronauts launch from, and Falcon Heavy, and all that good stuff. Anyway, we will show you one more time here of the rocket. That is the rocket right now. All right. So fueling is still underway right now. So again, this is from Spaceflight Now. The reason why I keep repeating myself because again, this is not my footage. This is Spaceflight Now. Credit goes to them. We'll show you Mission Control again because don't want to show you footage that is not mine because that is copyright. But I wanted to show you exactly like what we're looking at when it comes to the rocket and everything. All right, SpaceX live stream will be live shortly, so we'll be back here shortly. Leave you with whatever that is. Blurry cam. This is my Mission Control. Rough Riders, GBA Morning Show, Mission Control Studios. Is what I like to call it. Pretty cool.
Those are the two best options
Those are
right
the
now.
two best options, really. Yeah.
Yes, and if those don't appeal to you, you can message either Discord or myself.
Yeah. Very much appreciate that you looking to support us.
And sunset has fallen. We have a dark sky behind the Falcon because it just wants to test my ability to use the camera. It's like, go, Turks are close. Night.
Guessing that
I'm getting hopeful. I'm getting hopeful for my ability to use the camera at this point. I just hope. I believe in the Twilight.
The Twilight again. Yeah. That'd be sweet. It's just fascinating.
And then that'll set the stage for deployment of the 48 Starlink satellites. Just shy of
Captain Gray with 400 meters.
Okay, SpaceX is now live. We'll show you.
Hi guys, hoping for 2 launches tonight, but Soyuz STP was delayed, so I hope that's not Eastern time.
Yeah, yes. We're gonna have a dual continent competitor from South America. Now launching an Ariane space
So SpaceX is live. This is the official live stream. Let's see, are we in 4K? Yes, we are in 4K. So we're probably a little delayed than everybody. Probably get copyrighted for this, but it's not like I make any money off this channel anyway. Okay, what am I missing? I'm gonna do my typical iPhone film and we'll be sick. Wow, we're going live already. Here we go. No, it's Andy. No, that means it's gonna scrub. Every time Andy's there, it's gonna scrub.
Starlink is a satellite internet constellation designed and manufactured by SpaceX. It can provide high-speed, low-latency internet to people living in remote and rural locations across the globe. Today's launch will be our fourth flagship mission to be returning to a circular orbital insertion, which requires 2 burns of the Merlin vacuum engine on the second stage. We are doing this as it is a mission requirement for our rideshare customer flying on board tonight. Inside the fairing at the top of the rocket, there are 48 Starlink satellites and 2 BlackSky satellites. BlackSky is a global monitoring company that combines space assets with advanced AI and machine learning analysis to provide customers a first-to-know advantage. I'll share a few more details about these payloads a bit later in the webcast. As for the 48 Starlink satellites, they will be inserted into low Earth orbit and bring us one step closer to near global coverage of the populated world in 2021. The latest weather forecast shows about 90% favorable chance of liftoff today. The vehicle, the satellites, and range are all looking good to support an on-time liftoff just over 11 minutes from now. Let's take a closer look at the rocket that you see on screen. Falcon 9, our two-stage launch vehicle, stands about 70 meters tall, and when it's fully fueled, it'll hold just over 1 million pounds of propellant that the vehicle will burn through in less than 3 minutes after liftoff. We prep Falcon 9 for launch in our hangar at the base of the pad. Upon completing final checkouts,
Oh, dirty that booster looks! 9 flights!
And BlackSky payloads, and went vertical on Monday around 5 p.m. Eastern Time. From there, we had successful static fire of our 9 Merlin engines on the first stage yesterday. The bottom two-thirds of the vehicle is what we refer to as the first stage. You may be able to see the SIP markings of the booster's previous 8 flights supporting the GPS 3 mission, Turksat 5A, Transporter 2, and 5 previous
Starlink mission with BlackSky.
The first stage accelerates the vehicle through the Earth's atmosphere into space with the help of 9 Merlin engines at the base of the rocket. Following separation from the second stage, we'll be attempting to recover our first stage for a 9th time on our drone ship, A Shortfall of Gravitas. The stage is composed of Florida Indian line expedition. You can see it on screen right now. If successful, it will make the 89th recovery of a Falcon 9 first stage and 96 total first stage landings if you include our Falcon Heavy booster recoveries. On top of the first stage is the black carbon fiber inner stage, and then on top of that is the Falcon 9 second stage, which has a single Merlin vacuum and back engine. Once the first and second stages separate at about 2.5 minutes into the mission, the MVAC engine will ignite and carry the Starlink satellites and 2 BlackSky satellites to a low Earth orbit around the Earth. The stack of satellites is safely enclosed inside of the 17-foot diameter payload fairing, which you see on screen right now. This protects the payload from aerothermal loads, heating, and contamination during ascent. Once we reach the vacuum of space, we will jettison the fairing as the second stage continues its journey to orbit. Just as we reuse the Falcon 9, we recover and reuse our fairing halves as well. The fairing halves we're using today are brand new, and we're going to be attempting to recover these halves using our recovery vessel, Bob. Propellants have been loading on the vehicle since the T-minus 35-minute mark. The Falcon 9 is a bi-propellant vehicle, which means it uses 2 propellants, a fuel and an oxidizer. An oxidizer is a type of chemical that a fuel requires in order to burn. Most things here on Earth burn using oxygen, which is readily available in the Earth's atmosphere. But in space, there is no atmosphere to provide oxygen or other oxidizers, so the rocket needs to carry up their own. In Falcon 9's case, it's super chilled liquid oxygen called LOX. The liquid oxygen is chilled well below its boiling point so that it can become what we call densified, which means it has a much greater amount of mass per volume, and we can load more of it onto the booster. For fuel, we use a refined form of kerosene known as RP1. In addition to its propellants, Falcon 9 also needs an ignition source in order to go, and for that we use T-TAB, or triethyl aluminum and triethyl boron. Currently, fuel is nearly fully loaded on the first stage and starting to load on the second stage. Once all tanks are full, both stages will continue to be topped off with propellant until about the T-minus 2-minute mark to keep temperatures as cold as possible. Again, weather is looking fantastic for tonight's liftoff. The vehicle and satellites in the fairing, they are remaining good as well. We are targeting an on-time liftoff just under 7.5 minutes from now. And as I mentioned earlier, today's mission marks the 4th official mission under SpaceX's SmallSat rideshare program this year, which gives small satellites flexible access to what is now the most flown operational rocket in the United States, the Falcon 9. Tonight we're flying 48 Starlink satellites to make room for 2 BlackSky payloads from our customer spaceflight. In an effort to help BlackSky rapidly expand its growing constellation of high revisit satellites, Spaceflight Incorporated is managing the launch of these 2 additional BlackSky high-resolution, multispectral Gen 2 satellites to low Earth orbit, expanding BlackSky's network in space and offering of real-time geospatial intelligence and monitoring services. BlackSky combines high-resolution images captured by its constellation of microsatellites with its proprietary artificial intelligence software to deliver analytics and insights to industries including transportation, infrastructure, land use, defense, supply chain management, and humanitarian aid. So far this year, we've launched over 200 rideshare payloads to orbit. This includes the ones launched on the Transporter-1 mission in January, a previous Starlink launch in May, and the Transporter-2 mission in June. After this mission, our next rideshare mission is scheduled to launch at the beginning of next year, and that's going to be Transporter-3, which will be a dedicated rideshare launch to sun-synchronous orbit. As part of our SmallSat rideshare program, we offer 3 dedicated rideshare missions to sun-synchronous orbits per year, as well as launch opportunities on our Starlink missions, like what you're seeing here today.
So there's a possibility that cameras will
So we are about 5.5 minutes from liftoff of our 18th Starlink launch of 2021, and the Falcon 9 is progressing into the final stages of the countdown. Next up, the truss structure next to the vehicle, known as the transporter erector, we also refer to it as the TE. It will begin to start to retract away from the Falcon 9 vehicle. In preparation for retracting, the TE clamp arms will open up, and then the transporter erector will begin to pull away from the rocket slightly to its pre-launch position about 2 degrees from the vehicle. Then at T0, hydraulics pull the TE even further away from Falcon 9 as it lifts off. The transport erector is also the structure that provides liquids, gases, electrical connections to the second stage, as well as air conditioning to the payload fairing. Then the vehicle is continuing to load propellant. Once we're fully topped off, we'll have over 1 million pounds of kerosene fuel and liquid oxygen. On screen right now is a view of the fairing. Right beneath the fairing, those are the clamp arms that we are expecting to open up, and here they go. Once these clamp arms open up, we should start to see the
rocket's going to start
begin to recline away from Falcon 9 in preparation for liftoff. On screen right now is a view of the fairing. Right beneath the fairing, those are the clamp arms that we are expecting to open up, and here they go. Once these clamp arms open up, we should start to see. Again, we are continuing to load propellant on both the stages. The first and second stages should finish loading propellant about a minute apart from one another. The first stage finishing up around the T-minus 3 minute mark, and the second stage finishing up around the T-minus 2 minute mark. At T-minus 60 seconds, Falcon 9 will be in startup. This means that the rocket's autonomous internal flight computers have taken over the launch countdown. And just inside T-minus 2 seconds, we light the Merlin 1D engines, and then we're set for liftoff. The Starlink payload and the BlackSky payloads inside the fairing continue to be healthy. The Falcon 9 team is tracking no issues at this time. And just inside 2 seconds, we light the Merlin 1D engines, and then we're set for liftoff.
To compensate for the thrust offset.
The Starlink payload and the BlackSky payloads inside the fairing continue to be healthy. So we're starting to hear some hissing and popping. This is venting from our LOX lines as part of the transporter erector's job to continue to fill the vehicle with propellant. We can also start to see some white clouds forming around the Falcon 9. This will become more and more prominent as we get closer to T0. This is just that super cold liquid oxygen starting to densify and form those clouds that you start to see when it meets the warmer ambient air temperatures of Florida.
9th flight, baby. Man, this shit's just 9 flights. Let's go. 2 minutes.
So again, we have pretty much perfect weather in Florida for today's liftoff attempt. This is a rideshare mission carrying 48 Starlink satellites as well as 2 BlackSky satellites enclosed in the fairing that you see on screen right now.
So I
accidentally flew. No, I'm not. I am very happy. So,
Starbase Live,
so when streaming, I was like, this stream went.
Damn, look at that, hear that?
And there goes those hissing and popping. That is more than expected at this stage in the countdown.
But we get to go in the space station for the first time tomorrow.
At this point, the propellant has been fully loaded on the vehicle, and we are just under a minute away. Both stages should be beginning to pressurize for
There we
liftoff.
go, baby.
Watch for the green flash.
At this point, the propellant has been fully loaded on the vehicle. We are just under a minute. So we are 40 seconds away. Let's listen in to terminal count as we prepare for liftoff of the 48 Starlink satellites and the 2 BlackSky satellites.
T-minus 30 seconds and counting.
30 seconds. Up.
We are
Liftoff. Yes. Sorry. Straight ahead.
T-minus 15 seconds and counting.
I'm trying to listen to this.
Whoa, the next space right now. It's coming up for you guys. Yes.
T-minus 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Go, Starlink. Go.
Ignition, liftoff.
Whoa. Go, man, I love that sound. Freaking love it. Yeah. Oh, there it is on Fleet Cam. Meanwhile, I got booster 2.1 just fucking bending. Like, it is on Fleet Cam. Damn, epic shot, Chris G. That's a space flight's got a hell of a screen, too. Damn, but not as good as this, well, this is on booster footage.
Nominal power and telemetry.
There's on Fleet Cam. What about the Pelicans?
So we are about a minute into liftoff. Falcon 9 has successfully lifted off from Space Launch Complex 40 at Cape Canaveral Space Launch Station. In just a few seconds here, we are expecting the call out for max Q. That is the period where the vehicle experiences the highest amount of aerodynamic pressure.
Already, baby. That didn't take long. Bye-bye on Fleet Cam.
Max Q. And there was the call out. So now that we've gone past the period of high stresses on the vehicle, we have 3 events happening in quick succession in about a minute. First, we have main engine cutoff, also referred to as MECO. Then stage separation, followed by second engine start 1, also known as SES1. Main engine cutoff is where all 9 engines on the first stage will shut down to slow the vehicle down in preparation for stage separation. During stage separation, the first and second stage will separate from one another. The first stage will make its way back to Earth for landing, while the second stage continues its journey with our satellites, with the third event, which is second engine start 1. The single Merlin vacuum engine on the second stage will then ignite and continue to propel those Starlink satellites and BlackSky satellites into orbit.
Miko.
First stage will make its way back to Earth for landing, while the second stage continues its journey with our satellites, with the third event, which is second engine start 1. The single Merlin vacuum engine
Stage
on
2 lit.
will then ignite and continue to propel
Twilight
those,
effect.
Starlink satellites and BlackSky satellites into orbit.
And then upcoming we have Miko.
Space Extreme is so behind. Stage separation.
Stage separation confirmed.
So glad to hear people cheering in Hawthorne. Fuck so glad it goes back to back.
So you can see on screen we had successful main engine cutoff,
By the sun again.
followed by stage separation, and on the right-hand side of the screen, that is the single Merlin vacuum engine blowing red hot. On the left-hand side of the screen is the view of our first stage. I think we're getting some views of the twilight right now as the sun has just set in the east coast. In a few seconds, we are expecting fairing deploy, and that will expose the satellites to the vacuum of space.
Fairing separation is on.
We got the audio and video confirmation on the right-hand side of the screen. The fairing halves have deployed. We are going to attempt to recover those using our recovery vessel Bob later on in the mission. For now, the mission is going great. Again, the left-hand side is a view from the top of our first stage, looking downward. You can see little plumes of gas coming out. That is nitrogen for our as part of our attitude control system to help orient the first stage booster properly as it makes its way back to attempt its 9th landing on our drone ship in the Atlantic Ocean. Right-hand side is a view of the second stage Merlin vacuum engine, the 48 Starlink satellites, and the 2 BlackSky satellites that we had mentioned earlier. They are on the opposite end of that engine. So again, they are going to be in this burn for another couple of minutes as they continue to make their way to low Earth orbit.
Oh, you just got booster, tank, whatever.
So in order to make its way back to the drone ship, the first stage needs to execute 2 burns. The first is an entry burn where 3 of the Merlin 1B engines will ignite. This helps to slow the stage down as it re-enters the upper parts of the Earth's atmosphere. The second burn is the landing burn. This is a single engine burn, and this will bring the vehicle speed down rapidly in order to land on our drone ship.
Trajectory nominal.
That first burn, the entry burn, is expected to start around T plus 6 minutes and 22 seconds and last for about 20 seconds.
The second burn is the landing burn. This is a single engine burn, and this will bring the vehicle speed down rapidly in order to land on our drone.
For those that are just joining us, we are in the middle of SpaceX's 27th mission of 2021. Both stages have separated. We did have a successful liftoff from Space Launch Complex 40. Things are continuing to go well for tonight's mission.
SpaceX 27.
Stage 1's about to re-enter.
There it is.
He basically confirmed
That is
There it is, stage 1.
So we are about 20 seconds away from the beginning of that entry burn on the first stage. We do have camera views right now. It is a little dark, but as soon as that entry burn starts, we should see that first stage being lit up. As it'll slow itself down before hitting the denser parts of the Earth's atmosphere.
Stage 1 interburn startup.
Drone flight termination system is saved.
All right, 3 engines have relit on the first stage. If you're keeping track, at the bottom left-hand side of the screen, there is a speedometer of sorts that is tracking the velocity of the first stage. You can see that we're starting to reduce that velocity. If you keep an eye on that, as soon as the first stage hits the denser parts of the atmosphere, we'll continue to slow down its speed in preparation for the next burn, the landing burn. And that landing burn is expected to happen a few seconds after the T plus 8.
Trajectory nominal.
The MVAC engine performance on the second stage continues to go well. A few seconds after we complete the landing burn, we are expecting to turn off this engine and enter a coast phase. And as a reminder, we will be reigniting this engine about 50 minutes from now.
We are expecting to turn off this engine and enter a coast phase.
The booster landing and after the second landing stage.
Alright, should have landing here in less than a minute.
And as a reminder, we will be reigniting this engine.
So Perry will shut up.
Landing burn, go up!
one, landing burn.
Come on, booster!
There's the
Flight
call
nine!
out. The landing burn has begun.
Terminal guidance.
There's the drone ship.
In just a few seconds here, we're going to see if we can land this first stage booster for the 9th time.
She's over it. Okay.
Stage 1,
Here
landing
she
leg
comes.
deploy.
Yeah! Right down! Oh, they didn't even lose footage! Yeah! Yeah! Look at that! Didn't even lose fucking footage. Starlink, baby! Right
You can hear a
there!
cheer and applause, and there's the visual. This first stage booster has landed 9 times. This marks our 89th overall successful recovery of a Falcon
Yeah!
9 first
And
stage,
stage 2 shut down.
and the 129th
Yeah!
successful flight of a Falcon 9 first stage.
Time for a 1 hour coast phase.
So what we're waiting on now is confirmation of second engine cutoff, as well as confirmation of a good orbital insertion. As I was speaking, we did get that confirmation. So the second stage, with all of its satellites, are entering a coast phase for about 50 minutes. We're going to leave you with some space tunes, and we'll be back here at the T+59 minute mark.
All right, time to coast for an hour and 50, well, yeah, about 59 minutes. This is going to be a long coast phase, so stick around, guys. Hang out, relax, talk and chat, do your thing. Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, streaming on all of that. Enjoy some live views of the second stage and the Starlink payload with BlackSky.
But other than that, you get wonderfully successful launch of Falcon 9. Adrian, how was that?
Yeah, I'm with you there, Lab. I don't believe it's going to launch either, but no, let's be optimistic.
Okay, well, still landing. Pedro Benson, nominal orbit.
Insertion. It's 9 flights.
Non-believers and findings. Thomas.
Coast until about
I mean, the feed wasn't 100%, but at least they kept it. That's impressive. That's good. So Lab thinks that Super Baby's going to launch in March, bring on the Pro. Yeah, I ate some Pro this week. I told my members I think Starship is pretty much done with testing for now, and then they just tested it yesterday. So I had myself a good
Starlink internet satellites.
Oh, Patriot. Yeah, I do. Check the link in the description. Yeah, Patreon and have membership. Either way, my It's not I have to say it to someone. Can't be heard. Okay. Thank you for that.
Oh, they're showing Starbase.
There's a way. All right, this is our first official poll. Go ahead and answer right now. Good luck. 100% yes. I got a positive audience. No kidding. I know what the real answer will be. You think I'm going to ask a legitimate poll? Okay. You give me a poll. How long can they deploy? You're supposed to start deploying the satellite.
So there's two stages of the rocket.
So you got about 45 answers.
After stage 1 drops, the second stage
There's a
on.
link in the description below. It's the first link. It'll take you directly to their feed. Okay, but we're going to be cutting this one short so I can get my show. Yeah, that's done on purpose because I know what you guys would choose. But they're just writing it in the chat. Well, thank you, Wilson. I'm so glad that you spent money on that. Thanks, Kevin Cheese. Alright guys, well we're going to call it there. Have a great rest of the night. I'll see you tomorrow. Maybe bright and early. Got some good I might wait and release it. So sometime tomorrow morning. Until that time. Use domestic control.
after the accident, SpaceX Starlink. Oh my god. That is truly freaking cool. Look at that. So fun. Look at that, planet Earth. forgot that the seagull. There was a meme where there was a seagull on the drone ship right before a Falcon 9 landing, and apparently there was a seagull on this drone ship that I didn't catch. You guys watch me eat a bag of chips. All right, so we're about to get to the point, folks. Here, I'll bring my chair over. All right, so we're getting to the point. Oh, hello. Put me back up here. So we're getting close to what appears to be SECO 2, as in the second stage engine will relight for the second time for like maybe a split second. And any burns, any movement, doesn't matter if it's a second or millisecond long, will change your entire orbit. So basically they need to change their orbit very precisely with a very slight spit of thrust out of that engine. And then after that looks good, then we'll coast for another probably 5 minutes. And then there's 2 BlackSky satellites they're going to deploy before Starlink. BlackSky deployment is expected to happen around T plus 1 hour and 11 minutes, I think. And then Starlink deploys at T plus 1 hour and 30 minutes. So we got quite a bit going on here. So T plus 57 minutes and 28 seconds. Seems to be the mission is going fairly smoothly. So we're watching it. Let's see here. Still some of you wishing me a happy birthday. Thank you. I think that was yesterday, but appreciate all the birthday wishes. Thank you so much. Wow. All right, so we're coming up on the second engine relight again. So we'll go ahead and watch that here very shortly. Once the commentator comes back up. Okay, here we go.
Canaveral Space Force Station at 6:12 p.m. Eastern Time. We then had successful stage separation. We covered our first stage after its 9th flight on our drone ship, A Shortfall of Gravitas, and had a successful second stage MVAC engine burn. We are now waiting on the second relight of the second stage, Merlin vacuum engine, and this burn should last just a few seconds. Successful stage separation. We covered our first stage after its 9th flight on our drone ship.
It's gonna be like a split-second burn, like a fart.
We're now waiting on the second relight of the second stage.
There we go.
And this burn should last just a few seconds. We're now waiting on the second relight of the second
MVAC ignition.
Ignition.
And this burn should last just a few seconds.
And shutdown. That was it. That's all I needed.
So we just saw that very, very short clip there. The Merlin vacuum engine on the second stage ignited for a few seconds. Then we also got confirmation of a good second engine cut off. We just saw that very, very short clip there. So we are waiting on confirmation of a good orbit on the second stage. We are a few minutes away from the first payload deploy, and we did hear the confirmation of good orbital insertion. That was a spectacular shot of the second stage with the Earth in the background. What the second stage does at deployment is actually largely determined by customer requirements and make sure that the payloads don't run into each other. For this particular mission, we have 2 rideshare payloads in addition to the Starlink satellite stack. The rideshare payloads are deployed while the stage is not spinning. Here they are on screen. By contrast, the Starlink stack is always deployed while spinning. Will actually spin at a rate at about 3 degrees per second. This creates a small difference in velocity between the individual Starlink satellites, allowing them to separate over time. So again, we are about 2.5 minutes away from the first BlackSky satellite from deploying. Again, we do have 2 of them on board today, and they will be deploying about 3 minutes apart from one another. Allowing them to separate over time. About 2.5 minutes away from. Again, we are about 2.5 minutes away from the first. And this shot right here, you can start to see the Starlink stacks. Some interesting notes about the Starlink. Each of those satellites are about 5 500 pounds. When we deploy them, we'll deploy them into low Earth orbit, but then over the next couple of days and weeks, they'll actually fire their onboard thrusters to get to their final operational orbit. The Starlink satellites operate at about 550 kilometers in altitude, and by contrast, the International Space Station is orbiting Earth at about 400 kilometers. So the Starlink stacks are operating a little bit higher than the International Space Station. About 550 kilometers in altitude, and by contrast, the International Space Station is orbiting Earth at about 400 kilometers. So the Starlink stacks are operating a little bit higher than. So again, we are waiting on the first deployment of the BlackSky satellite. It's going to happen about a minute from now. Is the first of 3 payload deployments. Our first and second payloads are about 3 minutes apart. BlackSky is a global monitoring company that combines space assets with advanced AI and machine learning analysis to provide customers a first-to-know advantage. For now, as we wait, we are enjoying some awesome views of the second stage, space and the Earth. BlackSky is a global monitoring company that combines space assets with advanced AI and machine learning analysis to provide customers a first-to-know advantage. We are enjoying some awesome views. For now, as we wait, we are enjoying some awesome views of the second stage, space and Earth. And as we continue to orbit around the Earth, we are trying to connect to ground stations here on the floor, and so we'll periodically lose some signals, but you can see that we're trying to get the signals back and the video footage back as much as possible as we hopefully can see the BlackSky satellites deploying from the top of the second stage. We are trying to connect to ground stations here on the floor, so we'll periodically lose some signals, but you can see that we're trying
Level 12 payload deployed confirmed.
BlackSky deploy 1 confirmed.
So we did get audio confirmation. I am
One of the
looking on
BlackSky
screen
satellites
right
have
now to see
successfully
if we
deployed.
can see it visually. Again, the 2 BlackSky satellites are actually positioned at the top of the stack, and so the objects, if you will, that are closest to the screen, those are the Starlink satellites. So we didn't quite get the visual confirmation of the first satellite. Maybe we'll get the second one, but again, we are about 3 minutes away from the second deployment of the BlackSky satellite.
Oh, B2.1 is sending again.
So the objects, if you will, that are closest to the screen, those are the Starlink satellites. So we didn't quite get the visual confirmation of the first satellite. Maybe we'll get
Some testing going on at Starbase.
One interesting thing to note as we continue to get this view here is in space and maybe without a point of reference, things seem to look very, very stagnant. If you look at the bottom right-hand side of your screen, we are actually traveling at 26,000 kilometers an hour around the Earth, and this is really this is close to orbital velocity, but at those speeds you could pretty much travel end to end from America in about 10 minutes. So even though it doesn't look like we're moving very, very quickly, the second stage and the satellites are indeed zipping around the Earth. This is really this is close to orbital velocity, but at those speeds you could pretty much travel end to end from America in about 10 minutes. So even though it doesn't look like we're moving very, very quickly, the second stage and the satellites are indeed zipping around the Earth. So right now the second stage is actually just a little bit south and east of Australia. It's continuing to head east.
Talking about this.
And we are about a minute
This is where we're
away
located
from the second
right now.
BlackSky satellite deployment. For those that are just joining, we did have successful deployment of our first BlackSky satellite. This is the 4th rideshare mission of 2021 for us here at SpaceX, and the 27th mission overall. We are about a minute away from the second BlackSky satellite deployment. For those that are just joining, we did have successful deployment of our first BlackSky satellite. This is the 4th rideshare mission of 2021 for us here at SpaceX, and the 27th mission overall. This is the 4th rideshare mission of 2021. It's about 15 seconds away from our expected deployment of the second and final BlackSky satellite.
All right, here we go. BlackSky number 2 coming up. So we're waiting for satellite number 2 to deploy.
This is 15 seconds away from final our expected deployment of the second and final BlackSky satellite. This is about 15 seconds away from our expected deployment of the second and final BlackSky satellite.
BlackSky deployment
Level 13,
confirmed.
payload deploy confirmed.
And that is great news. We've now successfully deployed the 2 BlackSky satellites
Ah, we're not gonna see it.
on behalf of our customer spaceflight. We are wishing them bon voyage to the 2 BlackSky sats, and it was our pleasure to give you a lift today. With that, we are awaiting the deployment of our 48 Starlink satellites, which is scheduled to occur about 20 minutes from now. At the time of the deployment, we won't actually have ground station coverage, but we'll return just before we require signal to the South Texas station about T plus 1 hour and 32 minutes to get confirmation of that
South
deployment.
Texas?
We'll see you back here in just a few moments. At the time of the deployment, we won't actually have ground station coverage, but we'll return just before we require signal to the South Texas station about T plus 1
You did say South Texas.
to get confirmation of that deployment. We'll see you back here in just a few moments.
Cool. Starbase. All right, well, another coast phase. Just as he said, we'll be hanging out for just a little bit longer, so stay tuned, folks. Thanks for having us on. Meanwhile, Booster 2.1 is still testing over there. So. Oh fuck. South Texas ground tracking station's about to track the stage 2 in Falcon 9. Falcon. Falcon's about to fly over Starbase. Ground tracking station should be active here shortly. Hopefully. So looks like the Falcon 9's about to do an orbit around Ohio. Should probably go outside and look for it. Got two cameras on that track. Is the commentator gonna come back? Oh, ground tracking station. We gotta wait for tracking station. Just waiting on acquisition of signal. Deploy. All right, so I guess we're waiting on ground tracking stations. Seems like Starlink has deployed. The graphics went away, so I guess we're just waiting on ground communications. Tom Clouds, oh, Michael Baylor. Let's see if he sees it with he's gonna see if he sees the Starlink satellites on Starbase Live. All right, so I guess we're gonna wait till ground tracking station. Seems like the payload should have deployed by now. The satellites should have deployed by now. Hey. Waiting for Acquisition of signal. Yep, we're just waiting on acquisition of signal. Whoa. It's like Nick or Mary. Oh, acquisition of signal? Acquisition of signal, South Texas.
Eastern time, we saw a successful stage separation. We saw second engine start and second engine successfully twice in the second stage. Eastern time, we saw a successful stage.
Oh, there they are! Whoa! Whoa! Wait, go back to that! Whoa! That was cool!
But I am hearing that we did indeed get confirmation of those 48 Starlink satellites deploying. That is the 34th launch of Starlink to date, which means that we've launched more than 2,000 Starlink satellites thus far. With that said, all of the payloads on today's mission have reached their intended orbit.
There they are! Look at that!
Bringing our broadcast to an end. Would like to
That is so
thank the
cool!
and Federal Aviation Administration for supporting
Wow!
the mission, and to our customer spaceflight. And of course, thank you to all of our viewers and all of our
I don't think we've ever seen that before. Of them all spread out like that. Whoa! Hold on. We gotta review that again. Wow. That was cool as hell, guys. Hang on, we're gonna turn on Starbase Live from NASA Spaceflight. Okay, hold on. Let's look at that again. Hold up. Let's see here. I want to see. Look at that. They're just all spread out. I don't think we've ever seen that before. We've actually have never seen that before. Wow. That is really freaking cool. Look at that. They're just like.
Spools up when they fill it up.
Oh.
So I don't see a way that this can be like.
Okay, you don't need to talk. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Well, that was cool. Like, look at that. That is the coolest thing ever. And I'm watching NASA Spaceflight Starbase Live, and I can see the tracking dish moving with the Falcon 9. Wow. Okay. Well, guys, that's going to do it. I appreciate everybody who tuned. This is Starbase Live right here, by the way. NASA Spaceflight. So if you want to watch them, check it out. All things Starbase. And this whole time, what is it? The test tank 2.1's been venting this whole time. So I don't think they give a boop. Anyway. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning into this Starlink mission. The next launch is, well, we can go to a handy-dandy website. Let me show you guys. Called nextspaceflight.com. Thanks to NASA Spaceflight's Michael Baylor. What is this?
Good evening again. Stephen Clark from Spaceflight now here at Kennedy Space Center in Florida. As you just saw,
I'm going to pause that because I want to see that. Anyway, yeah, nextspaceflight.com. This is a very handy-dandy website hosted by Michael Baylor. He's also from NASA Spaceflight, so if you want to know any upcoming rocket launches, including articles about the spacewalk today, Rocket Lab's newest rocket. I mean, dude, Neutron. This thing is freaking cool. You got to check it out. Neutron. So our next launch that we will be covering, well, the next orbital launch is going to be the Soyuz launch. I think it's a, let's see, what mission is this? It's a Galileo spacecraft. It's a European spacecraft. So we won't be covering that one, but this one we'll be covering next. This is a ULA Atlas V. This is another rocket company, ULA. Matter of fact, stop this camera. I had that going. ULA is launching the STP-3 mission. It's NASA's Laser Communications Relay satellite. That's going to be launching this time UTC. I don't know what that is, Eastern time, but I'll have a live stream link up because we're going to stream that. So, all right, guys. Well, time for me to get on out of here. I appreciate everybody tuning into the live stream. As a matter of fact, BirdCam, I guess I'll pull that up. We have a 24/7 BirdCam live stream that is currently streaming right now. Yes, it is. That is, hang on, I'm looking for it. This one. This is BirdCam Live. Right now I have the camera pointed at the ground because, at night usually we get our little night critters. So our night critters come out. We get like raccoons, deer, all that stuff. And then throughout the day, we get like birds and stuff. Yeah, they're cute. Let's see. We got a blue jay. I got a woodpecker right there. So if you like birds, I got bird content for you, for sure. So this is BirdCam Live. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Chilling up there. So check out my other live stream currently on the channel. It's a 24/7 live stream. I am working on adding more cameras. I actually just bought another camera, so I'm going to be installing it here tomorrow. It's supposed to arrive tomorrow. So new camera on the way. Well, I'll probably install it over the weekend because I'll be hanging out on Friday night. Anyway, so yes, BirdCam Live. Check it out. Another 24/7 stream that we do here on the Rough Riders Show channel. In the meantime, let me see if I can get my outro ready. Okay. All right, guys. Have yourselves a wonderful day. We'll be back here again for the ULA STP-3 mission on early Sunday morning. So anyway, have yourselves a wonderful evening. We'll see you back here again tomorrow. Well, not tomorrow. Sunday. I'm just procrastinating because I'm plugging in this audio cable that I can't see. Hang on a second. There we go. Got to plug in audio so you guys can hear the thing. Oh, hey, Matt. How's it going? Matt's in chat. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, anyway, I'm out of here. Have yourselves a great evening. We will see you back here again tomorrow. Whatever. You get the idea. Bye.
Freaking hungry. What's this over here? Lick, 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 scrub, 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 lick. Shit, they're out of food. What the hell am I gonna do? I'm a deer. I don't know any better. Shit. Oh well, time to eat from the ground, I guess. What the fuck is this shit?